Well, hi there, Colin Lamb here. I hope you're doing very well wherever it is that you may happen to be. Cheers to you and cheers to me. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking. And in today's video, I'm going to be looking at a brand new track from Judas Priest called Panic Attack. Now, full disclosure, I am not familiar with the work of Judas Priest whatsoever. I was into metal in my mid to late teens in high school, and I started out with Metallica. A guy sitting behind me in computer class was like, "You like Metallica? You should listen to this." And then I got into Slayer, and then as soon as I heard Pantera, I went heavier. So I didn't get my early education, my 80s education in metal beyond Slayer, and I went into heavier stuff like Dying Fetus and some great French-Canadian bands like Cryptopsy, Cataclysm. I could go on about those, but that's not what this video is about. I'm going to be listening to this brand new track from Judas Priest. Now, lately, a lot of kind of old rockers have been coming out and putting out new tracks. I've just covered a couple of new ones from the Rolling Stones. I've covered a new-ish track by Guns N' Roses on the channel. I even looked at something by Extreme, which I thought I would never be doing in the modern times that are 2023. But anyways, you can check those videos out and more on my channel. But let's get right into this. This is Panic Attack. It's going to be off their upcoming album Invincible Shield, which is not going to be put out till March 8th, 2024. Now, I know these guys like to tour, so I think they're doing this the old school way. And this is just kind of a music video with a logo, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a music video or two before then, and I'll probably cover them on the channel if I enjoy them. So this is Judas Priest Panic Attack on the Tone 98 Panic. I always keep an obsidian dagger on hand for moments just like this. The clamor and the clatter of Vincent's keys can bring a nation to its knees. On the wings. This is what I was looking for tonight, people. Halford's a bald guy. I think I'd be doing him as a dishonor by covering up this dome here. This is fucking rap. Well then. That was vigorous. And let me tell you something. If anybody lost any cool guitar parts out of a hole in their jeans or maybe a loose duffel, I think these guys found them all, man. There were guitar parts to fucking spare in there. Again, I have a huge blind spot regarding Judas Priest. I never listened to them. I think, I'll be totally honest with you, I may have dismissed them as power metal, maybe the thing that came before the thing. The thing that I was into being Metallica or Pantera or Slayer or whatever. But I may have been sleeping on this band. And I got to say right now, I need to go and look into this band a little further. And I need a couple of track recommendations if any of you guys have them, and maybe an album recommendation. I'm not joking. I'm not one of these 40-year-old dudes who's going to sit here and react to freaking Stairway to Heaven and pretend I've never heard it before. Pretend I've never been to a sports bar, or pretend I did not listen to the AM radio. But I enjoyed that. There's a couple of things I want to point out there. That kind of music, especially when you have kind of a contemporary, accusatory tone to it. So whenever I hear these kind of sweeping proclamations about the wrongs of society and the common things like obviously our overuse of social media or the internet or whatever, whenever I hear that, I think of two things. I'm like, oh, are you just figuring this out? Did you, like, I just want to go to Rob Halford and be like, did you just get an iPhone? Because, yeah, it's kind of base stuff. That is what I'm saying. But time and time again, it's been done to effect. And I think that track does it to effect because the Panic Attack, obviously the chorus, but it's very frenetic. It's unrelenting, and kind of as I was listening to it, I was a bit judgmental at first, but then with all the guitar trills and stuff, it kind of, I don't know if this is what they're going for, but it kind of sounded like they were simulating this constant barrage of media and internet and device use. It did feel very frenetic, and it kind of brought that on. And I danced a little bit because, my wife's away on a business trip, and I'm alone with a toddler right now. And I had a little bit of energy that I'd been saving up. I'm trying to be calm and trying not to freak the little guy out any more than he is because his mom's calm. But anyways, I really like that. I think if you're going to do something like that, you need to go all out on it. And all those trills, all those sweeping guitar parts, the unrelenting rhythm and the drumming and all that was fantastic. And I bought it. So I bought it, and that's the key thing. If you're just going to put together some track, condemning everybody for all the wrongs of their ways in the modern world, it better be a fucking good track, and there better be a defined point to it. And I think that as an experience was quite relevant. And just today in the car, I was listening to Pink Floyd's Animals, and Roger Waters kind of wrote the book. I mean, I'm sure he's written 30 books that I hope he never gets published. But, you know, he kind of wrote the book on that, chastising society at large and pointing out the wrongs of everything. So I really enjoyed that. But I'm not going to say too much more because I'd be talking out of my ass because I don't have the foggiest idea about Judas Priest. So please let me know some recommendations that I should check out. Maybe a couple of tracks if there's some good videos online. I would appreciate that. And maybe what the seminal album for them, the big album for them, if there's an agreement on that. But please let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video and watching a bald man's head get slightly sweaty and waving around a Obsidian dagger, subscribe to the channel, check out the other stuff, and I'll catch you in a future video.